Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this video contains scenes that may not be suitable for people who suffer from epilepsy. Please keep this in mind if you intend to watch the video. And now, let us consult with the gods themselves! I'm sure they have only nice things to say to us. Right? Right? Hey folks, it's Kikoskia here, and welcome back to Let's Play Pillars of Eternity. And when last we left off, we are here within Tir Evron. And we're going to consult with the gods momentarily. But we have to get the right prayer to do so. And you can figure out the right prayer by reading the various books on the bookshelves here. How are we going to get these prayers going? The only thing we can interact with is here. Here we have a luminescent Ardra shard. Crisp flashes of light run through this Ardra shard, pulsing in its faceted core like veins of light fueled by a heart of fire. Grab that. And now this can be interacted with.
I'm here.
Let's use... Oh, it's done it automatically.
Magnificent.
That it is. That it is. Right, we can interact with this one. Oh, can't interact with that one. A piercing ring fills your ears as you near Whale Shrine. There is no other response. So, Whale doesn't want to speak with us. Nothing happens when you approach Wodika Shrine. Wodika doesn't want to speak with us. So, let us go to this one. Before this shrine sits the constellation of the Snarling Hound, fangs bared. Let's speak to Galawain first. Pray to Galawain. You kneel before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. We have a lot of choices here. And if we get it wrong, I imagine Galawain will be quite mad and will likely punish us. Now, what have we learned about Galawain in all of our travels? We've learned that Galawain is a god about the natural order of things, and about survival of the fittest. So out of all of these, strength begins with strength from within. The air around you stirs, and a gust of warm wind blows across the back of your neck. You catch the faintest smell of wet earth. As you kneel in front of the shrine, you feel yourself pushed forward. You catch yourself on your hands and knees, feeling warm, damp ground beneath them. Looking around, you find yourself crouched in a clearing in the middle of the woods. The smell of dirt hangs heavy in the air. You feel certain this is a vision. But the hairs on the nape of your neck still rise. Something leaps from the bushes. You find yourself pinned on your back and staring into the amber eyes of a massive hound. The beast looks at you. Gleaming fangs protrude from the sides of its mouth. Its nose twitches as it inhales your scent, starting at your shoulder and proceeding down the length of your arm. You follow its nose to your hand, which is covered in blood. A tongue as red and meaty as a steak lolls out of its mouth and swipes your bloody hand. Its lips curl into what looks like a smile. The beast looks back at you, and as it fixes you with its glowing eyes, its muzzle retreats into a long bearded face, and its pointed ears lengthen, dropping to the sides of its head. What was a massive hound becomes a giant of a man, his broad muscled shoulders draped with furs. He holds a flint knife to your neck and grins, revealing a row of long, pointed teeth.
The lioness reigns still, and soon her cubs will rise. Why did you strike the bear down?
His voice is a growling whisper. The lioness had found an advantage and held it. Her cunning made her the more deserving champion.
Strength begets strength. The mighty seize an advantage in their jaws and do not let go. They shake and wring it, puncture its arteries with sharpened fangs. Blood whets their appetite.
The changeling throws its head back and closes his eyes, breathing deeply of the cool air. He He lets out a howl that rings through the air. He lowers his head, puffs of steam rising from his panting mouth. Twigs crunch and branches snap. The ground shivers under the weight of pacing, prowling footsteps. A dozen beasts, bears, wolves, and long-fanged cats stalk out of the undergrowth, their matching amber eyes fast on you. Changeable fellow, isn't he? Kana turns to watch the gathering beasts. This is why I prefer fishing. As the beasts circle you, their master rises to his feet. Even the largest of the bears can only reach his browned and muscle-knotted shoulders. You stand, mindful of the ring of predators surrounding you.
You sought and won the favor of Galawain. What new prey do you now pursue?
I hunt Thaos.
To track a quarry, you must understand its movements. And Thaos follows the path of a more powerful master.
Galawain the Changeling bares his sharpened teeth again. A warm breeze carries the smell of smoke and gunpowder. Sparks ignite and float in the draft, catching in the leaves over Galawain's head. A sudden blast of heat scalds your face, and even as you turn away, a flash of light sears your vision through your eyelids. When you look back, you see a woman in full plate standing next to Galawain. Her mirror-polished armor flickers with images of reflected flames. You can't see her face, but her voice is strong and clear like the ringing of steel.
Let her know her foe.
Hi, Magran. I think Durance wants to talk to you.
The whore breaks her silence at last. Have you missed me, Magran? You may have found other lovers, but surely none that was my equal.
Magran says nothing in response. Indeed, she never even glances in Durance's direction. An involuntary tick causes the baggy skin beneath Durance's eye to quiver. He says no more, his ruddy skin blanched white.
Thaos has trapped thousands of souls in sun and shadow like rabbits in a snare. Now, he goes there to retrieve the kill for his master Woodiga.
One of the bears paws at the ground in irritation, its hackles rising.
She will feast on them, suck their marrow, grow strong on their essence.
The god closes his eyes and inhales deeply. As the Stelgar watches you, it licks its lips, its tongue scraping long fangs. Why would Thaos help Woodiga?
Because he is her hound. He has always done her bidding.
His eyes dart to another figure standing just behind Magran.
Woodiga stands for an old order. So does Thaos.
A helm pivots sharply towards him. A golem made of blackened, pitted iron steps out of Magran's shadow. Its movements are slow yet precise, each footfall accompanied by the groaning and grinding of metal. The steady orange glow of furnace coals emanates from its eye sockets. In Abydon's crude yet efficient form, you see an uncanny resemblance to the eyeless, yet his limbs are more finely wrought, his joints more flexible. You also feel the essence of the eyeless teeming within him. Oh, so did I succeed?
They both fear change, and the Deerwood has changed much recently. People find answers not in the gods, but in animancy, the product of their own labors.
A gear clicks within its jaw and Abydon speaks.
And why not? When they have learned that even a god can be killed.
Reflected flames shiver in Magran's armor. Durance's eyes are wide. His beard is matted with sweat.
Was that not as you commanded, my lady? We sought only to stoke your pride by bringing your vision to reality.
Magran stands still, unwavering. It is as though she has not heard him at all. You haven't done anything to stop Thaos, though.
There is a pact. One Woodiga herself has just barely kept. We gods must allow mortals to direct their own affairs.
This limit keeps peace between us.
So Woodiga directs Thaos, and he does her will.
Durance grunts.
And these gods do the same with us.
It is not our fight.
They're in a difficult situation. If that pact was broken, the gods would do all kinds of things. And there would be chaos. Animancy doesn't seem to trouble you. The three gods seem to look at one another. One of the wolves sits and scratches its neck with quick strokes of its hind leg.
The clash of ideas, the search for answers and meaning. These are other hunts.
Galawain shrugs his broad shoulders. They would supplant you. How can you accept this so easily?
This is the destiny of Kith, to struggle and transform, even through animancy.
Magran's pauldrons shift as she clasps her hands behind her back.
And to improve. Steady labor and earnest industry elevate Kith above wilder and beast. It is also useful that they should learn to improve their souls, whether through struggle, transformation, or labor. On this, at least, we have no disagreement.
Abydon's voice creaks and sighs as he speaks. A scarred Stelga growls and flicks its tail. What should I do about it?
Track Thaos. Follow the trail he has left for you, and corner him in sun and shadow.
Yeah, I was expecting that kind of response from you.
You must stop him before he empowers Boudica.
And if you do, you will have a different decision to make. You know what it means to toil quietly while your blisters turn to calluses. You take pride in great labors even when they profit you little. It is fitting that this matter should rest in your capable hands.
I like that there's a little nod from Abydon about us being a labourer. Gears whir and clank as Abydon gives you a slow nod.
And if you believe you are free to make that decision how you wish it, you have not been listening to our conversations along the road.
Souls were ripped from the world, ripe and full and pulsing with essence. Scatter them like bones to a pack of dogs. Their essence will strengthen the souls of the Deerwood. Let the remains of the dead feed the survivors.
Ah, so you're petitioning me now. You're asking me to take the souls that Thaos has gathered through the Hollowborn crisis and distribute that essence to the souls of the people of Deerwood, strengthening those that remain. Why would I feed the lost soul's essence to the rest of Deerwood?
To breed strength, power is born from the mixing of essence and blood.
The wolves snarl and snap.
What Thaos did cannot be undone. Thousands of lives have changed, and thousands more have ended because of his actions. But transformation gives purpose to trial.
A plume of flame ripples across her breastplate.
And improvement is the goal of all Kith. Long lives, prosperous futures, stronger minds and bodies. Strengthening those who remain will help repair the damage that Thaos has done to the Deerwood.
I thought you served the cause of preservation, Abydon.
Essence cannot remain in a dead body, any more than oil in a broken jar. Even though the stolen lives cannot be preserved, their essence can be used to ensure the survival of the Deerwooden remnant.
They could also be returned to the cycle.
Thus, the memory and vision of the lost may live beyond them. This is the nature of preservation.
Now I've got to find Thaos.
And when you descend the pit to sun in shadow, you can count on our assistance to see you safely through. As I hope we can count on yours when you reach the bottom. There are many souls upon the burial isle that are sworn to serve us. They belong to you now, and they shall guide your descent.
Durance's face is grave.
Beware the promises of a God Watcher. They are binding, but only in one direction.
The beasts grow restless, pawing the ground and eyeing you with renewed interest. The bear sniffs at the ground next to your leg. One Stelga skulks into the circle, its amber eyes glowing. Galawain hurls his knife between your feet, sinking it to its handle. He raises his empty hand.
Hunt him, mortal. And when you stop him, let the souls he has captured feed the Deerwood.
Strengthen the souls of those who remain. Prepare them to face the challenges that will follow. Pledge that you will do this, and we will grant you a power fit for the finest warrior who ever lived.
Ah, here we go. If you swear yourself to do what we ask, we will give you a boon.
Betray us, and my beasts shall track you down. Our allegiance is not to be accepted and cast aside.
And if I agree to do this, and I turn on you, oh my, will I be in trouble. I need to think upon this.
Consider and calculate, but decide.
Galawain's hand falls, and the growling pack lunges into the circle. The vision vanishes in an instant, returning you to Tir Evrom, where burning candles replace the glowing eyes of Galawain's beasts. So, we have their blessing. Because we dealt with the situation with Sul and Ornos.
I'm here.
Taxes have been collected, by the way. We didn't earn much at all. Ooh. That is not good. Not that we need to worry, especially because we have 136,000 coppers. Let us save. So if we agree to do what Abydon, Magran, and Galawain want, we will get a boon, likely revolving around strength, which is something that we want. We want that. However, do we want to do what they asked? That's a question. In the nearby constellations, you can make out the shapes of a strange horned beast. From time to time, you think you sense a faint chill emanating from the shrine itself. Though I doubt we want to pledge ourselves to what Rymrgand wants us to do, and we don't need his blessing because we already have Galawain's to ensure we get down the pit. Let us talk to Rymrgand. You kneel before the shrine and prepare to recite the ritual words. And out of all of these options, the one that makes sense is all life ends in stillness. You feel a sudden gust of cold air, as if the shrine were bursting into wintry life. The frigid wind cuts through you like a sharpened blade, and darkness encroaches upon the edges of your sight. You kneel and close your eyes. As you pray, the blackness fades to white, and a howling wind fills your ears. The vision that slowly resolves itself is of a broad frozen plain. You see a procession of elves in the distance, periodically falling into and emerging from the whiteness. They trudge over snowbanks, their heads down against the drifting winds. As they trek past you, one man bundled in furs turns his head. You headed for Noonfrost, and the frost-hewn breach too? Before you can answer, he's lumbered ahead. You follow the caravan, and in a couple of minutes you come to a wall of ice. It disappears into the pale emptiness overhead, and stretches as far as you can see in either direction. The elves stop in front of a mirror-smooth section that's framed like a temple door. It seems somehow thinner than the rest of the wall. You can't see what's on the other side, but a debilitating cold emanates from within. The elves pull pickaxes and shovels from their sealskin packs and begin hacking at the smooth ice, their implements flying through the air in swift, shining arcs. Though they throw their bodies into their labour, not one of them so much as scratches the polished ice. Yet with each blow, something bellows in the distance. Idir calls out to the elves, "Hey, you might want to hold off on that," but that howling wind seems to swallow up his voice. The elves hack away, seemingly oblivious to the furious lowing, and to the tremors under your feet. Snow has risen to your knees, your legs feel frozen in the drifts. I'm gonna wait. You watch as the elves continue to work in the ice. They pay no heed to the rumbling roar or the numbing wind. Their movements, however, gradually slow. They labour at the ice with arduously sluggish movements until they finally freeze in place. Some mid-swing and others preparing for the next blow. You touch the elf nearest to you, and he crumbles into a mound of snow. A final gale blows past, scattering the remains of the elves in a chaotic flurry. You notice a single spiderweb crack in the smooth barrier. It's the only thing that mars the perfect surface of the ice. Whatever's on the other side of a strange doorway, you feel it tugging at you. Only when you look back and see the parallel gashes trailing behind your legs in the snow do you realize how strong its pull is.
My end comes to all things in time. Seal the frost-hewn breach, and instruct the pilgrims in the patience of Rymrgand.
Oh, it's Rymrgand! Oh, okay. That's how you pronounce it. A deep whisper carries from the crack. As quiet as it is It shakes the ground beneath your feet. Plug it with a handful of snow. You fill your hand with snow and shove it into the crack. It hardens instantly, and a hoary rime grows over the smooth surface of the frozen doorway, fusing it with the rest of the wall. You take your hand away, a perfect crystal of ice remains in your palm. As you examine the crystal, the vision around you fades, the melting shard of ice remains in your hand. We have a new quest! Locate the frost-hewn breach in Noonfrost. And I think our quest items will have this. Rymrgand gave you this jagged ice crystal when you prayed to him at Tir Evron. It's supposed to control the frost-hewn breach in Noonfrost. The shard glows with cold blue light. It hasn't melted at all since you received it. Makes sense.
I'm here.
And when we come back, folks, we have 2 more gods to speak to. And hopefully, we'll have done some of their quests just by travelling about. So far, only 1 set of gods, these 3, have given us their blessing. Galawain, Magran and Abydon have promised that we will descend down the pit safely. And they've offered us a boon. But do we want to take it? That's to be determined. We have to hear what the others say first. All that'll be for next time, though. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if not. And if you are subscribed, press that bell for those notifications. And I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.